Good evening, friends. Vishal here. Today I will be discussing on certain changes in buying pattern of customers with respect to real estate. Of late, I am seeing a lot of changes in the preference of clients who were earlier interested in buying apartments, buying an apartment with all amenities, those kind of scenario. But now I am seeing that a lot of people are coming up with a requirement of, or they are looking for some properties, or some property which is like an independent building of whatever size. It can vary from 30-40 plot size, 60-40. These are the sizes which are in demand now, 30-40 plot or 60-40 plot with built up 2, 3 or 4 houses already built on the property. So these kind of properties are in demand. People are customers. We are getting inquiries from customers who are looking forward for these kind of properties. When we asked them why there's a sudden shift in your preferences, earlier you were looking for buying an apartment to rent out, as a secondary home, or even a primary home. So now the client says, see, we are looking, this is what they have seen, they are experiencing, that instead of when we are buying a property for 2.5 CR or more than that, why not we go in for a independent building where there are multiple units? Multiple units in the sense, suppose if there's a big family with 2, 3 brothers, or brother or sister, or parents and children, what they feel is they would buy a property which has got multiple units, wherein 1 or 2 units are used by them, another 1 or 2 units which they can rent it out, so that they will also get an additional revenue. Plus, nowadays what people are thinking is, see, because of this COVID, people now, they are reluctant to use the clubhouse facilities. And to be really frank, many people don't use the clubhouse. Rather, they would like to buy a membership in a club and utilize their facilities. Inside the complex, using the clubhouse has substantially come down because people are not having time. Even the children are not having time. They are all busy with their, the educational online classes, or even their studies are taking a lot of their time. They're not getting time to, venture out for sports or anything. And the elderly people, they would like to stay close by to their family members. So what I have seen is many of the people who are, families who are closely knit to each other, staying apart, are looking for, renting those properties, buying a building and staying in the same building, though in the same building, but they are still separated, up and down. One house, one brother is staying, another house, another brother is staying, or parents, one house for giving each other privacy, children the other house. So this is how the new preferences from clients we are seeing. And to be really frank, it is really a nice a nice shift in real estate, because what we have seen, whatever revenue we can get from an apartment of the same value, we can get more revenue if somebody buys a building like this. Now, since the traffic, people are, everybody is using their own cars or own two-wheelers. In Bangalore, very minimal people use public transport, so they don't mind even if they travel a few kilometers here and there. This kind of new trend has started, which we are seeing it, and we have done a good conversion on these kind of properties. The clients are happy. In fact, we have learned this from our customer, that this kind of an investment, they found it and they can really cherish on. They have a place on the terrace which they can utilize, which will not be possible in an apartment. They will have the more number of square feet. The size of the house building is much bigger when compared to an apartment. Suppose if somebody is buying a 2.5 CR 3 bedroom apartment, if he's buying a building of similar quality, of course there's a big difference. But if somebody is buying a building which 3 houses of 2 bedroom each, so he's getting a 6 bedroom. If he's getting a 6 bedroom house, whether he'll rent it out or he can only utilize or use it, maybe one to play, one to 2 bedroom, whatever. they are they find that investment to be much higher, and they feel that they have bought really an asset. People don't feel an apartment an asset, rather they find a building to be an asset, which is really nice. In Bangalore you still get plots, you still get buildings. Now I foresee there will be a demand in people buying plots with an old house. Maybe they'll demolish and they'll reconstruct. Mind you, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a demand for contractors who would help these investors to build their houses. So the construction activity is going to boom in 2021. I'm 100% sure. You will see every each road, one or the other building being built, an old building raised and a new building built. This is the way I feel, I foresee, and I would suggest anybody who's looking to buy an apartment to look into this aspect of investment also. Of course, it is an old way of looking into real estate, but that is catching up now. It's like this: somebody, now the children are also grown up. They also want a space. Every each child wants an individual room. Gone are days when rooms are being shared. Individual room where a person can utilize his own space for studies. Online classes will be, it'll be forever now. Either the same school classes, or they will grasp for a new kind of skill which they can learn. So one room is really required for a child. So likewise, elderly people also want an you know individual room. You won't be surprised. I've seen a family where an elderly person wants his own room so that he can use it as a library, sit down, relax, on his music and read his books. I have seen this. So there's a shift, and I feel it's a good shift. It's a good segment which is growing up now. It was there earlier, people had forgotten. Now this segment is going to come up. Independent building with multiple units, as well as empty plots people would buy and rebuild. So this new phase of real estate is going to open up in 2021. My dear friends, anybody looking to buy or invest in property, kindly look into this aspect also. Anybody who's looking to buy, invest in properties, do let me know. Wherever possible, we'll be able to help you out. My name is Vishal V. Parwani from SSB Properties. My numbers are 9611075558. Have a great evening. Enjoy this month end. From 2021, real estate is going to rock. Signing off.